rather than like an upward movement with that kind of wrist flexion. Pretty simple.
I
Now we're gonna
snub
flex.
out these ashes for good.
This music is freaking ridiculous, man. Today, had to hit arms. So with arms, I only superset. 3 movements, one targeting each head of the tricep and bicep. Obviously, bicep curls, supinated, pronated, and then can't remember what this is called, but like hammer curls, and then triceps. Pretty much the same thing, but I do like a hammer curl position with ropes, and then I do pronated with a bar, and then I'll do overhead. And then after 3 main movements, 3 superset main movements, I'll do a finisher for the biceps, finisher for the triceps, and then forearms. So right now we're doing basic supinated curls with pronated tricep pull downs. I am just finishing my 2nd superset. So I'll do these and then I'll finish and then I'll start my 3rd superset. Again, freaking music is blasting at 4 in the morning. Kind of stupid, but if there's weird edits or the video is just muted or has music, we both know why. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I love being natural. Okay, see now basic tricep pull downs now. Everything I at least try and do 15 reps. Arms will grow the best with intensity. So high reps, full range of motion. Make sure there's tension in the full range of motion. See how I'm bending my elbows all the way here to stretch the triceps as much as possible. And then you almost want to bring your elbows in and then push down because your triceps are actually a little responsible for this movement. So when you bring them forward and you bend your elbows all the way, you're stretching them almost as much as you can. And then you're almost contracting them as much as you can, bringing them down like this. And then like that. You can really feel it in the long head, which is what we're targeting with this one, which is this bottom one here, the big one. So that's what we're doing with this guy. Okay, now I'm gonna finish the set with bicep curls and then move on to the next exercise. With these guys, make sure your arms are flared out a little bit, not fully tucked in. Flared out, and then you kind of want to do this when you come down. It's not like you're trying to work on your forearm, but it's easier to contract your tricep. So if you come almost like the same thing like I said before, bringing your arms forward a little bit, you bring them down, and then like if you see if I kept my wrists right here, it'll be a little bit harder to contract. When you bring your wrists, it almost allows you to fully extend your elbow rather than being right here and then just doing this, bending your wrist. Does that extra little tension, which helps. So you want to go down a little bit forward, not too much. Just get that little extra stretch the tricep could use, and then down and then like that. This is not necessarily just the long head. You can't really just target the long head or the short head. Whatever this part's called, man. I'm pretty sure you got the long head, the short head, and the medial head of the tricep. Lateral head. That's what it's called. Lateral head. This guy right here. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, we're trying to, this one is really good for targeting the overall tricep, but it does target lateral head a little bit more. You can feel it more on the outside. When you bring your elbows forward to stretch your tricep too, you can really feel it almost as if you're doing these lat pull down movements, because you can feel it right here. So that's part of your tricep, man, but if you feel it right here, it's a good thing. Get out of here. Okay, so seated hammer curls. Target the long head and this puppy right here. That's what makes your arms look wide from the front. You want to grow that. Cue the music.
You're the ghost of Sparta. Everyone knows who you are. Everyone is afraid of you.
Kratos, the ghost of Sparta.
Okay, I'm gonna do my next 2 sets and then move on to the next exercise. I'm very bad at letting things heal. Last week I was at a trampoline park and there's basketball hoops there and I dunked the ball and my ring got caught on the hoop and it like split my finger open, if it'll focus, and I just don't let it heal and it kind of like split open again. I don't really care. It looks weird though, it looks weird. Damn, look at my tricep. Pronated bicep curls with overhead tricep extensions. Now this likes to really target the brachialis and the brachiodialius or whatever it's called in the forearm. Medial head and long head. A little bit of the lateral head because we have our elbows flared. You can keep them tucked and then once it starts to get hard, flare them out because it gets easier. Then you'll really target the whole tricep and get everything you can out of it. See, now it's really starting to get hard, so I'm gonna flare them out. Get a couple extra reps. Yeah. Oh, why am my rear delts? My rear delts freaking burning. This exercise is so aesthetic. Your lats pop out, your arms look good. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the finishers. Bicep finisher, I absolutely love this one. Half a rep, full rep, 15 reps. This is one of those exercises where you want it to feel like your biceps gonna tear. Feels like it. Oh. This is why it's a finisher, because I can't even do 9 reps. This music motivates me so much. Ow, dude. Okay, tricep finisher. With both of these, you don't want any rest time. That's why we do one arm at a time. You do the set on your left arm, and then instantly do the set on your right arm. Now this one, we're gonna have the back of our hand facing out. This one helps target the lateral head a little bit more, which is why I like to do the finisher with this movement. These speakers are freaking horrible. You're gonna have to do 13 on the left. Left arm is looking a little bit better than the right one right now, and I don't like it. After this finisher, we're doing forearms. Very simple movements. Okay, so we did forearms, but we didn't film it. But like every time you target forearms, you almost want to try and do every single movement your wrist can do. So like inward like this. I gotta study my forearms. I can't remember the forearm muscle names other than the brachiodialius or whatever it's called right here. But you pretty much want to do movements inward like this and like outward like that, because that really targets this guy right here. And then you want to do upward movements as well, because you'll target this guy right here and you'll feel that muscle right there when you do that. You can even see it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but you can see it contract when I do it. When you do like outward wrist movement, I recommend doing it downward with a cable, because when you're doing that movement compared to doing it like this, you'll target obviously forearm muscles, but not the ones we want to target. The ones we want to target are right here. So as you can see, when I do this, as soon as I turn my wrist, you can see them engage a little bit better. And those are the ones that ripple. We want to target those guys. And you'll target those better by doing a downward movement rather than like an upward movement with that kind of wrist flexion. Pretty simple.
I
Now we're
will
gonna
snuff
flex.
out these ashes for good.
I love these things, man. You fill it up full at the gym and you have 4 liters of water for the whole day. And if you carry this around with you all the time, it's like impossible not to drink it all. And then you get the water you need within a day. I want to say this for all the new guys who go to the gym, man. If there's one thing I struggled with most, it's patience. So if you're new and you go to the gym and you go to the gym again tomorrow and you don't see results, and then the next day you still don't see results, and then the next day you still don't see results, just have patience, bro. I struggle with that pretty hard. Nobody likes time. Nobody likes waiting for stuff. What my dad would always tell me was, if you were able to be given 1 marshmallow right now, or 2 marshmallows in 24 hours, would you wait, or would you take 1 right now? And it's like, you get more out of more time, you get less out of less time. So the longer you work out, the more you get out of it. A long time to be able to get it, which sucks. It sucks, trust me. I know, I've been there. I'm still there. Just because I've been going to the gym for like 2.5 years and I'm at where I am now, doesn't mean I'm still not struggling with patience. Because I want to look a certain way. I've started and I'm like way bigger than I used to be, obviously, but it's not where I want to be. My first goal was just to look like I work out in general and like in a sweater. If you look at me, does it look like I work out wearing this sweater? Does it look like I work out? I think I could say I do, which I've achieved my first stage. A trick that I always do when it comes to a work shift or a goal or like anything, it's always take it step by step by step. Like, I'm not gonna focus on my end goal. Obviously I have an end goal and it's in my mind, obviously, but it's not my priority. Because when you set the end goal as your priority and you're always focused on it, you always put yourself down when you don't satisfy your needs when it comes to focusing on that goal. So if I have a certain physique I want to chase, my peak physique, and you know it's been a certain amount of time, I'll be a lot less satisfied than if I were to first chase maybe like an extra 10 pounds of muscle, or to look good in a t-shirt, or to look like I actually work out shirtless. And the same with, like, I used to run, bro. I used to run and my ankles got super bad, which is why I don't do it anymore. But I ran to practice patience. And what I did was not run a certain distance and focus on the end goal. What I did was focus on a corner, right? So I'd do 3 runs a week during the week, and on the weekend I'd do another one. So it was like just over 7 kilometers on the weekdays, and then like 16 kilometers, or trying to beat my record on the weekend. And I only did this for 3 weeks before my ankles started to get really bad. And what I did, my longest run was 23 kilometers. What I did was only focus on the corners. I never focused on the end goal. I would reach a road and I would take a corner, and it's like, okay, what's my next corner? And then I'd reach that corner, and it's like the next corner, or it's like the next electrical pole, or it's the next tree, or it's the next stop sign, or it's the next any sign. It's when you take it step by step by step, it literally makes it not just go by faster, but you start to understand patience, and you start to be more satisfied with where you're at, rather than when you focus on step by step by step, you are more satisfied with where you're at than you would be if you were focused only on the end goal. This is the end of the video, guys. I like this video. I think it was a good video. Please subscribe and like the video. Of course, use code AlvaradoLifts at aglabs.org. I love you guys. See you in the next video, and God bless you.